Hi friends, welcome to the next episode of Apt Guide. In this episode, we are going to solve some other types of problems on ratio and proportion. As always, I am suggesting you to watch the videos on each topic in sequence for better understanding. So, we'll go straight away to our questions. 65th question is, the electricity bill of a certain establishment is partially fixed and partially varies as the number of units of electricity consumed. When in a month 540 units are consumed, bill is rupees 1800. In another month 620 units are consumed, bill is rupees 2040. What is the bill if 500 units are consumed? Okay, so in this question they are telling that the electricity bill of a certain establishment depends upon the number of units of electricity consumed. Okay, so it is partially fixed and partially varies. Okay, so when 540 units are consumed, at that time the bill is rupees 1800. When 620 units are consumed, at that time the bill was rupees 2040. So we need to find out the bill when 500 units are consumed. Okay, so let us first write down the ratio of the units consumed. Okay, so write units. Let us first write down the units from smallest to largest. You can also write from largest to smallest value. Okay, so first one is 500, then 540, then 620. Okay, now let us simplify this. So we will get the ratio as 25 is to 27 is to 31. Okay, now let us write down the ratio of the bills. Okay, so when 620 units were consumed, at that time the bill was 2040. When 540 units were consumed, at that time the bill was 1800. So we need to find out the bill when 500 units are consumed. Okay, so let us simplify this. So we will get it as 45 and here we will get it as 51. Okay, now the difference between the third term and the second term of this ratio is 4. 31 minus 27 is 4. Okay, the difference between this both ratios is 27 minus 25, that is 2. Okay, so the difference between the second term and the first term is half of that, the difference between the third and second term. Okay, now here the difference between the third term and second term is 51 minus 45, that is 6. Okay, so the difference between the second term and first term should be half of this difference. Okay, so this difference will be 6 by 2, that is 3. Okay, so this value will be equal to 45 minus 3, that is 42. Okay, here this value was 27 minus 2. Okay, so here this value will be 45 minus 3, that is 42. Okay, now the ratio of the bill is 42 is to 45 is to 51. Okay, now when 540 units were consumed, at that time the bill was rupees 1800. Okay, so this 45 can be written as 1800. So we need to find out the value of this 42. Okay, if we find out this value, we will get the bill for 500 units when 500 units are consumed. Okay, so this value can be found out by cross multiplying. Okay, so that is 42 into 1800 divided by this 45. On solving this, you will get the value as rupees 1680. Okay, so the bill when 500 units are consumed is rupees 1680. The next question is, an amount of rupees 735 was divided between A, B and C. If each of them have received rupees 25 less, their shares would have been in the ratio 1 is to 3 is to 2. Money received by C was. So in this question, they are telling that an amount of rupees 735 was divided among A, B and C. Okay, if each of them received 25 less than the original shares, then the ratio is 1 is to 3 is to 2. Okay, so we need to find out the money received by C originally. Okay, so the total amount that was shared among A, B and C is 735. Okay, so if all of them have received 25 less, then what would have been the total amount? The total amount will be then 735 minus 25 into 3. Okay, if each of the 3 members have received 25 less, then the total share will be 735 minus 25 into 3. Okay, so this will be equal to 660 rupees. Okay, now they have given the ratio of their shares when each of them have received 25 less. Okay, So the ratio is A, B, C, 1, 3 and 2. Okay. So this is the ratio when each of them have received 25 less. Okay. If the share of A is 1, share of B is 3 and share of C is 2, then what will be the total share? That will be 1 plus 3 plus 2, that is 6. Okay. So when each of them have received 25 less, if we consider the share of A as 1, B as 3 and C as 2, then their total share is 6. Okay. Now we have found out that the total share when each of them have received 25 less as rupees 660. Okay. Which means we can represent this 6 as rupees 660. Okay. We need to find out the money received by C originally. Okay. So let us first find out what is the money received by C if we have received 25 less. Okay. So if we find out what is the value of this 2, we can find out the money received by C if he had received 25 less. Okay. So this we can find out by cross multiplying, or 6 into 110 is 660. So if you multiply this 2 also by 110, we will get this value. Okay. So the money received by C will be 2 into 110, that is 220. Okay. So this is the share of C when he had received 25 less. But we need to find out the money received by C originally. Okay. So that will be 25 more than this value. Okay. So that is 220 plus 25, that is equal to rupees 245. Okay. So this is the answer. The next question is, an amount of rupees 2430 is divided among P, Q and R such that if their shares are reduced by rupees 5, rupees 10 and rupees 15 respectively, the remainder will be in the ratio 3:4:5. What is Q share? Okay. So in this question, the total amount that is divided among P, Q and R is given as rupees 2430. Okay. Then they have given the ratios of their shares when rupees 5 is reduced from P share, rupees 10 is reduced from Q share and rupees 15 is reduced from R share. Okay. So we need to find out what is Q share originally. Okay. So let us first find out the total amount when these values are reduced from the shares of P, Q and R. That will be equal to 2430 minus 5 plus 10 plus 15. Okay. So this will be equal to rupees 2400. Okay. Now the ratio of their shares when rupees 5, 10 and 15 are reduced respectively from P's, Q's and R's share is given as 3:4:5. Okay. Then what is the total of their shares? That is 3 plus 4 plus 5, that is 12. Okay. So we can represent this 12 as this 2400. Okay. So we need to find out what is Q share. Okay. So first let us find out what is Q share when rupees 10 is reduced from the original share. Okay. So if we find out what is the value of this 4, we will get Q share when rupees 10 is reduced from original Q share. Okay. 12 into 200 is 2400. So if you multiply this 4 by 200, we will get this value. Okay. So Q share will be equal to 4 into 200, that is 800. Okay. So this is Q share when rupees 10 is reduced from the original value. So original Q share will be 800 plus 10, that is rupees 810. Okay. So this is the answer. The next question is, in an office 1/3 of the workers are women, 1/2 of women are married and 1/3 of the married women have children. If 3/4 of men are married and 2/3 of married men have children, what part of workers are without children? Okay. So in this question, we need to find out what part of workers in a company are without children. Okay. So the part of workers without children will be equal to workers without children divided by total workers. Okay. So we need to find out the part of workers without children. So that will be equal to workers without children by total workers. Okay. So our answer is in terms of a fraction. Okay. So in order to find out this fraction, First, let us consider a value for the total workers. Okay, since our answer is in terms of fraction, we can consider any value for the total workers. Okay, so for easy calculation, let us consider the total workers as the LCM of all the denominators that we are having in the question. Okay, so let us take the total workers as the LCM of 3, 2 and 4. Okay, so the LCM of 3, 2 and 4 is 12. Okay, so let us consider the total workers as 12. Okay, then what will be the number of women in the company? Number of women will be equal to 1 by 3 of the workers. That is 1 by 3 into this 12. That is equal to 4. Okay. Then they are telling that 1 by 2 of women are married. Then what will be the number of married women? That is 1 by 2 of the number of women. Number of women we found it as 4. So that is equal to 2. Okay. Then they are telling that 1 by 3 of married women have children. So what number of women are having children? Women having children is equal to 1 by 3 of married woman. Married woman is 2. So this is equal to 2 by 3. Now we are having the number of married women or number of women having children as a fraction. Okay, or this is not possible. Okay, number of women cannot be a fraction. Okay, so we need to consider a higher multiple of this 12 as the total workers. Okay, so for that what we need to do is we need to multiply this 12 by this denominator. Okay, so we need to consider the total workers as this 12 into 3, that is equal to 36. So let us consider the total workers as 36. Okay, then what will be the number of women? Number of women will be equal to 1 by 3 into total workers, that is 36, that is equal to 12. Okay, then what will be the number of married women? That is 1 by 2 into woman, that is 1 by 2 into 12, that is equal to 6. Okay, then what will be the number of women who are having children? That is 1 by 3 into number of married women, that is 1 by 3 into 6, that is equal to 2. Okay, now this is not a fraction, this is a whole number. Okay, so let us consider the total workers as 36. Okay, now let us see what are the number of men working in that company. Okay, number of men is equal to total workers is 36 and total number of women is 12. So men will be 36 minus 12, that is equal to 24. Okay, then they are telling that 3 by 4th of men are married. So what is the number of married men? Married men is 3 by 4th of men. Number of men we found it as 24. So this will be equal to 18. Okay, then they are telling that 2 by 3 of the married men have children. Okay, so what number of men are having children? That is equal to 2 by 3 into men who are married, that is 18. So this is equal to 12. Okay, now the number of women having children is 2 and the number of men having children is 12. So what number of workers are having children now? Total workers having children is 12 plus 2, that is 14. Okay, so we need to find out what part of workers are without children. Then what will be the total workers without children? Total workers without children will be equal to total workers minus the workers having children, that is 36 minus 14, that is equal to 22. Okay, so the part of workers without children will be equal to workers without children by total workers. Workers without children is 22. Okay, and total workers is 36. Okay, so the answer is 11 by 18. Okay, The next question is, a man divided his money in such a way that half goes to his wife, 2/3 of the remaining among his 3 sons equally, and rest among his 4 daughters equally. If each daughter gets rupees 20,000, how much each son gets? So in this question they are telling that a man divided his money among his wife and children. Then they have given the money that each daughter gets as rupees 20,000. We need to find out the money that each son gets. Okay, so in this question let us consider the total money as the LCM of the denominators given in the question. Okay, so let us consider the total money as the LCM of 2 and 3, that is equal to 6. Okay, now they are telling that half goes to his wife. Okay, if the total is taken as 6, what will wife get? Wife will get half of 6, that is equal to 3. Okay, then they are telling that 2/3 of the remaining is divided among his 3 sons equally. Okay, then 3 sons will get 2/3 of the remaining is 6 minus 3, that is 3. So this is equal to 2. Okay, now they are telling that rest is divided among 4 daughters equally. Okay, so 4 daughters will get the remaining is 6 minus of 3 plus 2. Okay, so that is equal to 1. Okay, if 4 daughters get 1, what will each daughter get? Each daughter will get 1/4. Okay, now this is a fraction, so let us avoid the fraction for easy calculation. Okay, so for that we need to multiply this LCM by this denominator. Okay, so multiply this 6 by this 4. So the total money will be now 24. Okay, now multiply every values by 4. Okay, so this will be now 3 into 4, that is 12. This will be 2 into 4, that is 8, and this will be 1 into 4, that is 4, and this will be 1/4 into 4, that is 1. Okay, so each child will get, each daughter will get 1. Okay, when the total money is 24. Okay, but in the question they are telling that each daughter will get rupees 20,000. So we can represent this 1 as rupees 20,000. Okay, so we need to find out what each son gets. Okay, 3 sons get 8. Then what will each son get? Each son will get 8/3. Okay, so if 1 can be written as 20,000, how can we write 8/3? On finding this value, we will get the money that each son will get. Okay, so this we can find out by cross multiplying. Okay, so that is 20,000 into 8/3 divided by this one. Okay, on solving this we will get the answer as 53,333.33 rupees. Okay, so this is the answer. The next question is, charges of hired car are rupees 4 per kilometer for the first 60 kilometer, rupees 5 per kilometer for the next 60 kilometer, and rupees 8 for every 5 kilometer for further journey. If balance amount left with Anu is 1/4 of what she paid for traveling 320 kilometer, how much money she had initially with her? Okay, so in this question they are telling that the charges of hired car are rupees 4 per kilometer for the first 60 kilometer. Okay, and then for the next 60 kilometer it is rupees 5 per kilometer. Okay, and for further journey it will be rupees 8 for every 5 kilometers. Okay, so then they are telling that if the balance amount present with Anu is 1/4 of what she paid for traveling 320 kilometer, okay, then what is the money that was initially present with her? Okay, so for that first let us find out what is the money that she paid for traveling 320 kilometer. Then we will be able to find out the balance amount that is left with her. Okay, once we get both these values we can find out the total money that was present with her initially. Okay, so what is the money that she paid for the first 60 kilometer? It is rupees 4 per kilometer, so that will be equal to 60 into 4. Okay, and for the next 60 kilometer it is rupees 5 per kilometer. Okay, so for the next 60 kilometer she had to pay 60 into 5 rupees. Okay, and for further journey she had to pay rupees 8 for every 5 kilometer. Okay, so this is 120 kilometer. Okay. So the total distance is 320 kilometer. So what will be the remaining distance? That is 320 minus 120. That will be equal to 200 kilometers. Okay. So for this 200 kilometer, she had to pay rupees 8 for every 5 kilometer. So how many 5 kilometers are there in this 200? That is 200 by 5. That is equal to 40. So the money she had to pay for this 200 kilometer is this 40 into 8. Okay. So what will be the total money that she had to pay for this 320 kilometer? That is 60 into 4 plus 60 into 5 plus 40 into 8. Okay. 60 into 4 plus 5 plus 40 into 8 is 320. Okay. This if you solve, you will get it as 860. Okay. Now what will be the balance amount that is present with her? Balance will be equal to 1 by 4th of the money she paid for 320 kilometer. That is 1 by 4 into 860. That will be equal to 215 rupees. Okay. So the balance is 215 and the money she paid is 860. So what is the total amount that is present with her initially? That will be the sum of this both. Okay. That is 860 plus 215. On solving this, you will get it as rupees 1075. Okay. So this is the answer. The next question is, in a family, mother took 1 by 4 of the cake and she had 3 times as much as each of the other members had. What is the total number of family members? So in this question, they are telling that mother took 1 by 4th of the cake. Okay. And they are telling that she had 3 times as that of each other members had. So we need to find out the total number of members of the family. Okay. So let us consider that the cake was of 1 kilogram. Okay. So let us consider the cake was of 1 kg, that is 1000 gram. Okay. Then they are telling that mother had eaten 1 by 4th of the cake. So 1 by 4th of 1000 will be 250 gram. Okay. So mother had eaten 250 gram. Okay. Then they are telling that she had 3 times as much as that of each other members had. They are telling that mother had eaten 3 times as that of each other members had. Okay. Then what would have been eaten by each other member? Each other member would have eaten whatever mother had eaten by 3. Okay. So each other member had eaten m by 3. Mother had eaten 250. That is 250 by 3. Okay. Now the total quantity of the cake was 1000 gram and they are telling mother had eaten 250 gram. Then what remaining all other members had eaten? Remaining all other members would have eaten this 1000 minus 250. That is 750 grams. Okay. Remaining each member had eaten 250 by 3 and remaining all other members had eaten 750. Okay. So let us consider that there were n number of members remaining. Okay. So if there were n number of members and each member had eaten 250 by 3, then what is the total quantity eaten by them? That is 250 by 3 into n. Okay. And they are telling that the remaining members had eaten 750. So we can write here 750. Okay. Now by solving this equation, we will get the value of n. On solving, we will get it as 9. Okay. So there were 9 members excluding the mother. Okay. So they are asking us to find out the total number of family members. So total number of family members will be equal to this 9 plus mother. That is 9 plus 1. That is 10. So this is the answer. So here finishes the topic ratio and proportion. I will be back with another topic in the next episode. If you felt this video helpful, please like it, share it and subscribe it. Also press the bell button so that you get the notification when I am uploading new videos. Thank you for watching the video. Bye.